and Australia is very close as well. Eventually, if you want to move there.
5 things which you hate about New Zealand.
I don't hate anything about New Zealand.
You still have to give 5 things.
I'll say hate is a very strong word, but
No,
I'll say
dislike. Dislike.
dislike.
Okay.
I guess the winter here, even though, I mean, this is winter, we've got clear blue skies. I'm nitpicking at this point, but
Hi, hello everyone. This is Chakit from VSC Global Education. Today I have Karan Mehra with me. He is from Patiala and he's one of my very close friend. We know each other from last 15 years now and we have seen 16, sorry, and we have seen a lot together. And today he is like he'll tell about himself. But what I'm trying to tell you here, the motive of this video is that he has been living in New Zealand from last 16, 17 years now, and he has got a good job, he has got a wife, he has got a house, he is traveling the world, he's traveling all over the place, and he's happy here. So we will try and get know Karan more. And what I want you guys to get out of this video is that if you don't give up, if you follow the discipline, and if you are sure that this is the life what you want, then you can actually achieve it. There is no one who can stop you. So over to Karan, please introduce yourself and then we'll just talk.
great introduction. I don't think I could have introduced myself better, but as Chakit said, my name is Karan. I head up customer services for a bread manufacturing company, the second biggest in New Zealand, actually. Been in this role for the last year and a half. And like Chakit said, been in New Zealand for 16 years. 2008 was when I moved here as a student. I guess much like your audience, which is planning. People are going to be planning to come to New Zealand. It's a great place. Like every country in the world, it's got its ups and downs, but way many more ups than downs. Yeah, it's New Zealand's a great place. I like how you introduced me and you mentioned how I have a good job and a good wife. Right answer.
Good job gets your good wife.
Yeah, you can say so. Yeah, that's kind of my story in a nutshell.
Perfect. So, what did you study, and why did you decide to come to New Zealand? Why not any other country?
New Zealand was the most obvious choice simply because it was easy to get in. It's not like Canada of today, where they're making it very hard to get visas. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, as an Indian student, your aim is to settle. That's why you are looking at studying abroad. And New Zealand, even though there were a few downs, but by and large, in the last 16 years, they're very open to immigration. Clean country. A lot of Kiwis leave to Australia to find good jobs. So it seems like there's always a shortage of skilled people in the country, which isn't great if you're living here, but it's great if you're an immigrant and you're looking at moving here. It's small, it's clean. The people are very nice.
The environment, AQI is less than 50. You are ironically breathing oxygen.
Correct. I don't remember the last time the AQI even hit 50.
I'm just saying less than 50 just to be on a safer side.
On the safe.
Because I'm not sure what it is exactly right now. So that's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think you can find what the AQI is.
Yeah, people don't talk about AQI.
I checked.
Yeah, coming.
I checked and I couldn't see the AQI here in New Zealand. So
you guys are not worried about it.
That's not something that we're worried about. We're worried about. No, so I was saying, yes, there are things to worry about here, but AQI is not one of them. We're worried about bigger things in life. I guess things like having good roads, having a good education system, the things that actually matter, having good work-life balance.
Perfect. So okay, now let's get to the fun part. This is very serious. Yeah. So what are the key 5 things which you like the most about New Zealand? So first,
I would say there's more than 5, but if you've asked me
give me top 5.
I love the outdoors. I love hiking and I love camping. It's very easy to do that here. Again, I'll talk about the outdoors. It's very clean. It's very beautiful. So that you can say is number 2. The people are very nice. Number 3, cricket. I know Indians love cricket. So I'm in Canada also, you can play cricket. The States, you can play cricket, but it's much easier over here. because it's the number 2 sport. The number 1 sport is rugby. Um, so this is a tough one, but the connectivity. There's a lot of places. I know it's not Europe. New Zealand's not Europe where you're connected to the rest of the world, but we're in our own little corner, and there's so many small islands around here that you can explore. And Australia is very close as well. Eventually, if you want to move there after getting your residency here, Australia is a very good option.
Okay, 5 things which you hate about New Zealand.
I don't hate anything about New Zealand.
You still have to give 5 things.
I'll say hate is a very strong word, but
No,
I'll say
it's not dislike.
dislike.
Okay. I know you are very Kiwi.
very very particular about using words.
Yeah.
It's very laid back,
Laid back.
which in turn makes people very lazy.
Hmm.
Laid back is good, but it's too laid back at times at the expense of productivity. Whereas we Indians, we want to work hard, we want to get things done now. EVs are more about I'll do it when I get time.
Second,
The what's happened in the last 6 to 7 years in terms of how we handled COVID, it was great to begin with, but there was too much free money given away, and now we are paying the price for that in terms of high taxation and whatnot. This is so hard. What don't I like?
okay. You can include what you miss about
The-
India or
The
something like that.
infrastructure for sure.
Yeah.
I know in Wellington and Auckland, the sewage system, this is going to sound really petty and small, but it's a big problem. It's an old sewage system where the pipes have burst multiple times. For a first world developed country, I think that's something that needs to be looked at urgently.
Fourth?
Fourth, I guess the winter here, even though, I mean, this is winter, we've got clear blue skies. I'm nitpicking at this point, but the winter can get really wet. So it's raining every single day, even though right now we've got blue skies. It was raining hard last night. It was a torrential downpour last night. I don't have number 5,
No, you can say something which you miss. Okay.
which I miss. Well, of course,
Compared to India.
well, of course, the family.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the food because you can make your own food.
Oh,
That's it.
that's perfect. And what would be the advice to the students who are planning to come to New Zealand, especially
Yeah.
looking at the long term, not immediately,
Not short term. Yeah.
long term? What should they be expecting, and what would be the right way towards keeping themselves calm and composed and focusing on the long term objective of settling down here?
On the
What
end
would be
goal,
the
yeah.
end goal,
Well, I think number 1 is come to Chakit, come to BSc Global Education. 100%.
This is not a sales video.
This is not a sales video,
Yeah.
but it's. I'm coming from a place where I'm saying you've been here, you've lived here for 6 years,
Hmm.
and how many other education advisors do you go to who've actually lived in the country, right? So that's a big plus. In terms of advice, I would say 100% stay focused on the end goal. It's not life's not easy. Life's not easy. Life's not easy in India. Life's not easy here because you tend to get very lonely here. You don't have people around. You know, it gets really dark and quiet after 6 p.m. So stay focused on the goal and keep positive. That's the best advice I can give. Stay positive and keep being persistent, being resilient, and keep knocking on the door until the door opens.
And what made you score the jobs? Because as far as I remember, you used to work for Air New Zealand, then you work for Goodman Fielder, then you're working with George Weston now?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, persistence.
Persist.
Persistence. Just I started from the bottom in a call center job, something that's looked down upon, you know, in India. But it was the only opportunity that I could get. I grabbed it, worked hard at it, kept working hard at it, and the rest is history.
Perfect. So if you guys are also planning to come to New Zealand and you want a career like him, he, like I said in the beginning, he has a good job. He has a house, he has a car, he has everything what he has probably think of while he was a student. Now he have achieved that, and now he's planning for the next phase of his life where he'll be doing much more wonderful things, traveling the world, and making life easy for him.
Easier. Retire early.
So those are the focus areas there, and those are the things which you can actually achieve while you are here. Because in India there are so many responsibilities which are never ending,
Correct.
and you have so many barriers in terms of the environment, in terms of the education system, in terms of the jobs, in terms of the business. A lot of things are there which needs real attention.
Competition is very
Competition,
tough in
yeah.
India. Over here, it's more about how good you are, not about how good you are versus the others.
Hmm.
So that's a big advantage.
So we are not trying to scare you or give you some high or fake hope. It's just what it is.
Correct.
And if you want to reach out to Karan for any of the question which you might have, I'll pin his Instagram handle in the description so that you guys can ping him and ask any question which you might have. And thank you, Karan, for
No
being
problems.
part of this video.
First of
And
many.
thank you again, and we shall see you. We'll continue seeing you guys. And
Absolutely.
just to give you uh, a hint, what is happening here is that we have come to a party here.
That's why we dressed. The theme is sunflower. So
Theme is sunflower. You need to wear yellow or white,
or orange.
orange, like anything to do with sunflower. And